All right, back on the trail after Nero. So I'm gonna be heading into the Smokies today. So I think this is gonna be the Smokey adventure of Smokey the Bard. Pretty excited about it. And yeah, man, starting out to a little bit of rain, nothing too bad, but I think the weather's gonna be pretty good through the whole thing. So, you know, unfortunately I won't get as many puddles as I'd like, but you gotta make do with what you got. Do a little bit of trail. Kind of fun. All right, man, it's official. Smokey and the Smokies. So I'm definitely having a little bit of fun in the Smokies because there's a lot more rules in this park. You have to have a permit, but because I have the badge there, people keep thinking I'm a ranger and kind of like getting a little scared and kind of reaching for their permits and whatnot. And then I just have to say, hey, no, I'm just through hiking, man. I'm out here with all y'all. But it is kind of fun just seeing like butts pucker a little bit as I walk by. So still having a good old time. Today was a beast, not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna make a lot more miles than I was because it was nice and flat and easy terrain in the beginning, but then it was just these gnarly ups and downs covered in scree. So yeah, just kind of I only have, I think, about like a mile left. Now I'm gonna be stopping to a shelter, so almost done for the day, and scaring some hikers, having a good old time. Give you a little bit of trail to lead us out. All right, so it's day 3 in the Smokies. Today is going to be Klingman's Dome, which is the highest point on the AT, also mile 200. So a little status update. Since in the Smokies you're supposed to stay around the shelters, I haven't really been filming at night, which means that my imaginary solo campsite friends from video 1 and 2, Jim and Marco, are going to be unimagined probably for this entire video. So I went to them and I told them that they were in fact imaginary. Jim took it pretty well. He's a pretty chill imaginary dude. Marco was not happy. He was always a little grumpy to begin with, but he didn't take to it very kindly, and I don't think we're gonna see him again. I think he went off the deep end. But so far, day 3, so good. I am hiking up a mountain, which is not advisable while filming, so I'll give you a little trail to lead us out. Yeah, maybe one day. Damn Sobos. Just missed them. There were some wild hogs in the background. Maybe I'll still be able to catch them. Nope, reckon they're gone. Yeah, so that last shot was Klingman's Dome, which is officially the 200-mile marker. So I'm cruising, having a good old time, and I pulled out Georgia to play a little bit and scored myself some macadamia nuts. So awesome little trail magic and keep me going. So I'm gonna keep on cruising. All right, so I'll give you a little trail to lead us out. Oh, I will say that so this is like the highest point on the AT, but it's around a little bit less than or about the same as like my hometown, and around here it's just covered in pine trees, so it smells just like home. So super excited liking this section of trail. All right, some trails to lead us out. Morning, day 4 in the Smokies, and starting out with some pretty awesome views. All right, let's keep on cruising. Smokey on day 5 in the Smokies. So the last 2 days I've been pushing bigger miles. So I think the day before last I did like 21. Yesterday I did 20. Yesterday was kind of nice though, because I had someone to walk with, which always makes it a little bit easier. Just because you can have some conversation, the miles go by a little bit faster. But the first 20 plus miler, my legs were just absolute garbage by the end. But yesterday actually wasn't too bad, and today I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still gonna try to keep it under 20 for a good little bit, just so my body can kind of get used to it. I don't want to burn it out too quick. But in the Smokies, you either get shelters that are kind of a little too short for what you want to do, or a little too long for what you want to do. But it's absolutely fantastic. Great views, scenery changes, because once you get up past maybe like 5,000 feet elevation or so, everything just kind of turns into like pine trees. The smell is just amazing. And I've had a really good time. The end of the long days, maybe not so much. But yeah, overall the Smokies are pretty good. I didn't get off in Gatlinburg. A lot of people do. They had funnel cake, so I'm kind of regretting it. But I'm going to be taking my first 0 day in Hot Springs, but that's still a couple days off. Tonight is going to be Standing Bear Farm, so I'm going to be able to maybe do some laundry, get a shower, start feeling like a normal person again, and then I'll get weird. So yeah, Smokies have been great, and I'll give you a little trail to lead us out. All right, y'all. All done with the Smokies. Smokey out. So just as I exited the park, there was just this really nice family with a grill. So I got a hot dog, a beer, and a Twinkie, and man, it came at like just the right time. My feet were barking. So yeah, just being able to kind of sit down, enjoy a beer, and have a nice little meal is a welcome treat. So yeah, only a couple more miles, and then I'll be stopping in Standing Bear and enjoying the rest of the evening. All right, I'll check in with y'all later. Bye bye now. Looks like it's gonna be a little bit of a rainy day. Let's hope for some puddles later on, huh? Oh man, I don't know what it was, but like the first 10 miles today coming out of Standing Bear Farm were pretty straightforward. Nothing, you know, too crazy. And I was making some good time, and then just a wave hit me and I was just exhausted. My feet just kind of fell apart. So kind of weird, but I guess it's all kind of part of the game. So I'm thinking either tomorrow or the next day I'll be zeroing in hot springs, which is going to be fantastic. Actually get a proper chance to kind of rest up and yeah, check out what the hot springs have to offer. Should be a good town, and I'll be able to replace my water filter. Still works, but has kind of like a couple sports vents out the side, so as I'm trying to squeeze it, it's just like skyrocketing some water out the side. It's because I dropped it, but still works. Haven't died yet, so I reckon that's a good thing. Don't know if I should have been filming this going up a hill, but I'm doing it anyway. But yeah, still doing pretty good, even though all the gas is gone. I'll get some more. All right, I'll give you a little feel to lead us out. Howdy, howdy. So there are definitely a series of ups and downs on this trail, not just the physical terrain, but also the mental. So right now it's the end of a longer day. I have like 2 more miles to go until I get into Hot Springs, which is going to be my first town that I take a zero in. And you know, body hurts. You haven't drank as much water as you probably should have. It's a little bit hot, all that kind of good stuff. But I tell you what, as soon as you roll into a town, sit down, take your pack off, maybe get like a shower, some laundry, and you get some food in you, whew, is completely different. So I am really looking forward to finishing up the day, and Hot Springs I think is going to be a great place to take a stop because, well, as the name suggests, they have hot springs there, or like mineral baths, and yeah, they have all kinds of food and everything a hiker needs. But it'll be good to actually fully rest my joints for a little bit. But so far feeling pretty strong. My legs, I can already tell, are getting stronger up hills and down. No knee problems really. I mean, the joints start to groan after a while, but that's pretty normal, I think. Feet, a little bit sore, but might get some insoles or something like that just to kind of take the edge off. But overall, doing pretty good. Did step on a scale a couple days back when I was at a Standing Bear farm and hostel, and I've already lost like 25 pounds, which is a good little bit. And it's been pretty much, I think, 3 weeks or 3 weeks in a day, can't remember which. But yeah, this trail is no joke, but it's filled with all kinds of good stuff. I mean, yeah, you have some bad days, but then if you're having like a really rough like time, so I think the other day I was saying that I got pretty much like 10 miles and energy just kind of like took a dump. but then I came across some trail magic. So, you know, the trail kind of provides for you. And, you know, it's been a great experience so far. So I know that this is the Smokies video, so it is a little bit of a pain. So the Smokies are great, I will say that. And the weather was fantastic pretty much the whole way through. The only thing is you have to stay at a shelter, and they're spaced out either a little bit less or a little bit more than you would normally like to hike. So you either have to make a choice to slow down a little bit or speed up your pace. And I did the latter. But Smokies were good. Got some trail magic right after. I did Standing Bear. And then after the first day, a little bit of trail magic before Max Patch was a really popular spot. But unfortunately right now, you can't stay in it. They're kind of leaving it to be restored. But now I'm rolling up into Hot Springs. I'm gonna have a good old time. So I'll give you a little bit of trail. This is probably the last little bit. And you know, again, you know, if there's something you always wanted to do, just go out and do it. It's not always going to be great. You know, dreams aren't always supposed to be easy, but do it anyway. Why the hell not? So I feel good about keeping on, right? So I think I'm over 250 miles at this point, and no sign of stopping just yet. So here's a little bit of trail, and yeah, keep living those dreams.